it's your girl, Candy Kayla, that pretty check by every piece again. And you know your girl is back with another. You can hear the fan. I'm sorry, it's really hot in here. But you know I'm back with another video. You know your girl got a new color in her hair, but not technically new. I'm pretty sure y'all done seen burgundy braids in my hair. But you know I got this a wig. You feel me? Ellie Pearl hair. Get at them. Period. Girl got her nails done. Got the lashes. You know I had to get cute to do this YouTube video because you know I haven't been on YouTube in a good minute, and that's because you know your girl been living life. Your girl been, you know, dealing with her pregnancy. She been, you know, just chilling. So in this video I'm going to be doing a story time. In this story time, hopefully I still got the message. I don't know if they on this one or not, but it's a story time, and it's basically going to be about this time. If y'all gonna see the caption, I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna word it right now, but it's basically about the time I really lost a close friend. You know, fake bitches, period. But no, this is a story time basically about how I lost somebody really close to me. For something that was basically, okay, let me just start the story so y'all will know how it goes. Okay, so basically, basically this is how I'm started off. You know, y'all know sometimes, you know, and I got this from Medea movie. Medea said sometimes God puts people in your life for a reason, sometimes for a season, you know, for a reason or a season. I forgot what he said. He said God puts people in your life for a reason, you know, but he also puts them in for a season. You may think that that person there for your, you know, your life, you know, forever, but they only just there for that season, for a purpose. You feel me? And I feel like God put this particular girl in my life to show me how females can be snakes. I already knew females could be snakes. You feel me? I just never thought that. I just never thought that they could, you know, that this particular person, well, you know, they're not really she come. Anyway, so this time I started off. You know, I'm gonna call her Dee Dee. Okay, so we've been friends since, you can really say, the 7th grade. I've known her since, like, I know, like, knew about her and stuff since the 6th grade. But you know, I really got to know her in 7th grade. And so, you know, we was friends, you know, we started building a bond up until, well, you could say like last month, I believe. It was last month this incident happened. And let me just say, I always had my guard up around her because she's known to do some sneaky, shicey stuff to me. Like, you know, so it's just like, so when a person does certain things to you, you know, like before, you kind of like be kind of standoffish because it's like you don't know if they, you know, gonna do it again. You don't know none of that, you know. But me, I decided to, you know, like, keep her in my life. A lot of people didn't want her in my life because of, you know, how shicey she was, but I decided to keep her in my life because I'm like, this is somebody I grew a bond with. You know, usually you don't let people that you grew a bond with to go away because it's like, damn, how am I ever gonna find that bond again? And it's sometimes it's like, maybe, you know, maybe that type of bond ain't for you. So let's just say, you know, y'all know I got a boyfriend. I already told y'all, you know. And me and him been dating for what, 6 months? Well, actually, yeah, 6 months. He claims 5, I say 6. I claim the month we started dating. But we've been dating for 6 months, and you know, when you date somebody new, you kind of want to get to, you know, even if people say, you know, you can't put a time on how you really know somebody, how you get to really know somebody. You know, sometimes it may take people years to get to know somebody. Sometimes it may take them weeks, months, you know. But you know, sometimes with me, you know, I feel like I never really know somebody. You know, even, you know, in this month, this time span, that time span, you never really know somebody. You know, sometimes their favorite color may change, Their favorite food may change. Their favorite dessert may change. You know, different things might change about them. So, you know, you kind of want to be around them a lot. You know, get to know them about what they like to do a lot, where they like to go. You know, certain things like that. Sometimes you may even want to experience new things with them. Things that they might have never done. Things, you know, you may have done, they never done. They never done, they've done, you never done. Both y'all never done. So, you know, sometimes you want to experience that with somebody. So, let's just say, Didi didn't like the fact that I was spending so much time with my boyfriend. And let me just say this. When she had her boyfriend, you know, I wasn't too much complaining about her being with him. And the reason for it, because that's your boyfriend. Like, I understand we friends, but, you know, that's your boyfriend. You know, not saying, oh, I just want you to forget about me and just go hang with them, but that's your boyfriend. You know, you want to spend time with your boyfriend. So, you know, that's what I want to do. I wouldn't spend time with my boyfriend. I want to love on him, do this, do that, go there, go, you know, I want to do things with him. You know, we've had this many years to do things with each other that we like, you know, we had this many years to do things. You know, now it's his turn, you know. But like I said, when she had a boyfriend, I never complained. When she was to ditch me and ditch, like, cause we had like a little group of friends that's like, you know, we was that close, like nobody could come in between us sometimes. But, you know, I never had a problem when she used to ditch me or whoever else to go hang out with, you know, him. I never had a problem with it. I really didn't. Like, because in a way I understood. Like, if I had a boyfriend, 9 out of 10, I ain't gonna say I would be ditching y'all completely, but I would be wanting to spend a lot more time with my boyfriend rather than y'all, because that's my boyfriend. I can't screw y'all. I'm not gonna be kissing all on y'all. You feel me? So it's like, it's a lot of, and I'm gonna say this, and people might not agree with me. It's a lot of things that your partner can do that your friends can't. It's a lot of things. You feel me? So it's like, things that I want to do with him, y'all might not be able to do. My boyfriend is 21. So, granted, we all the same, we are 18, 19, but my boyfriend's 21, so he can do a lot of things that y'all can't. That if I'm with him, I can do with him. Y'all can't do certain things. Like, we can all get in the club, but we can't all drink. You feel me? You feel me? But no. But, so she, you know, had a problem with that. You know, but she used to make like little jokes to me, like, oh, you leaving me for him. And it's like, it's not like I never saw that I did. It's just that I didn't think it would be such a problem to her, because she did it to me for years. Because her and her ex, they were dating for years. So it's like, me and him only been dating for 6 months. Like, when you used to abandon me, I didn't have a problem with it. You was dating this boy for years. Granted, we was all in the same circle. Like, we all knew each other. But still, like, y'all gonna want y'all alone time. I want my alone time with him. Like, dang. This is a boy this is my first love. Just like how that boy was your first love. You want to spend 24/7 with him? This is my first love. I want to spend 24/7 with him. So, you know, let's just say, all hell broke loose. So, and I can say, y'all will see where it's my fault, where I kind of put this. So I already knew they did not like each other. My boyfriend and her did not like each other. And a reason was because, you know, I told him the stuff that she did to me in the past. And that's because, you feel me, it was like she had did something or said something. And at that time, I was like, you know what? No. I was like, let me tell you the person that she really is. Let me tell you, and like, even, you know, even though she was still in my life, I didn't do as much stuff as I did with her back before I knew, you know, she was doing shicey shit. So, you know, he was like, oh, now I'm looking at her as a new, you know, side eye. Now I'm looking at her with a new perspective, because, you know, sometimes she doesn't give off that vibe. But when you really get to know her and get to know that shicey side, then you like, oh, I see where you coming from. She's a shicey person. She's very rude. She's not, yeah, she rude too, but she's very so like I said, I knew they didn't like each other. And oh, hold on, y'all, my fucking goddamn phone done came unplugged. But I knew she was a type of hateful person, and you know, I just never thought it would be towards me. So one day, you know, I decided to, you know, let's just say I decided to do something. And it, you know, me and my boyfriend was going through things like regular couple shit. We was going through some things, and I decided to go hang out with her. Granted, I knew they didn't like each other, but it was like me, if I can keep y'all two away from each other, that's fine. We don't gotta hang out with each other. I know y'all like each other. Why would I have you and her in the same place when y'all don't like each other? It's gonna be awkward as hell, and I ain't got time for that awkwardness. So I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to get lit and have fun. So, you know, like I said, we were going through things, and, you know, he ended up come picking me up from the place where I was at when I was actually at like a little hotel kind of whatever they was like staying in for a while. So, you know, they ain't got into it, him and her, but it was over the phone, because me and him was like going back and forth on the phone. We was on FaceTime. You know, she decided to call him out his name, you know, and I was just like, so I just stopped giving up, because they always go back and forth. I just decided to stop giving up. But then I was like, bro, y'all not finna keep going back and forth. So I was just like, both y'all can be quiet, both shut up. I don't got time. I'm too pregnant for this. I'm too tired. I'm ready to go. So he came to get me, and we left, and, you know, we had a little tit for tat. He was like, you know, I don't like her. I don't want you hanging out with her anymore, blah, blah, blah. So, fast forward. So I decided to ask her to go to the pool, because I was bored, and me and him usually go to the pool, but I didn't want to go to the pool with him today. We wasn't like, we was going through some things, but, you know, I didn't want to go to the pool with him today. Like, I would have asked him, but I just didn't want to that day. So I was like, you know, let me ask her. You know, I've already asked my best friend, but my best friend had some things going on. So I was like, let me ask her. Asked her, she said sure. So I went over to her house, got ready, we left. So me and my boyfriend bought pool stuff. So like the goggles, the little float. So I was like, okay, Didi, I have to go to his house to get some pool stuff. You know, they're at his house. You know, we're always gonna be a quick in and out mission. I'm gonna go get the stuff, and I'm gonna leave. We're gonna leave. And this is where it's my fault. I knew that we was going through something. I know every time we go through something, we have like a little petty argument. We always end up having a conversation and talking about it for a while. And I know that. And, you know, I ain't gonna say I set her up. But then again, it could kind of come off that way. It kind of looked like that. Because part of me knew, like, if I would have went in his house to get the pool stuff, it would have been a whole blow up. But, you know, when we got to his house, I went in, I was like, yo, can you get the pool stuff out your mom's car? Went out there, thought he was going to get the pool stuff out his mom's car. But in honesty, he just wanted to be nosy to see who I was out there with, who I came over here with. He saw her, came back in the house, and it was blow up. Like, I ain't gonna say he was cussing me out, nothing, but he was just like, you know, I don't like her hanging out with you. You know, I don't like you hanging out with her, blah, blah, blah. Why did you bring her over here, blah, blah, blah. You know, going back and forth about that. Then, you know, we kind of had a breakup, you know, so, you know, then, like, I was like, okay, fine, I'm just leave. You can keep that pool stuff, keep going. We get, like, outside of his neighborhood, and this dude followed us out the neighborhood because he left the keys in our car. And I'm just like, and a part of me knew, because we haven't moved it, because we got to get the car fixed. We haven't moved that car in a while. So I'm like, how did you how did you leave the car keys in the car when we haven't moved the car? But I didn't think like that until now. Like, it really just hit me. But I didn't think about that at the time. I was just like, what? And I just kept saying, like, yo, go get your brother to do it. Go get your sister to do it. We gotta go. You know? And, you know, stupid part of me, lovey-dovey, loving him me, was like, fine, I'm gonna help you get the car keys out the car. Which I knew was a big dummy mistake, because I knew he was going to trap me. So, let's just say he wanted to find a hanger to get the car keys out the car. I'm like, okay, well, you can go find the hanger. But now that I'm thinking about it, he don't need to find the hanger because his mom has hangers in her closet. So I'm like, it just dawned on me now. See, I think of things too late. So I'm just like, okay, well, you go find the hanger and I'll sit here and see if I can try to maneuver a way into the car so it won't be too much. Tell me why he asked me. He was like, can you help me come find the hanger? I'm like, bro, like, I just went in your house. Like, you could have told me, you know. And a part of me now just thinking, like, he could have told me this when I was in his house the first time. You could have asked me to help you find this stupid hanger for the car. Ugh. But it didn't dawn on me till now. But, you know, so then that's when I went in the house. Right then off the bat, we started talking. Going just da. We wasn't like yelling, arguing, but I was trying to go because I'm like, bro, like, and see, this is where I knew I messed up, because I'm like, I got her outside. He wanted to talk. He already don't like her, so y'all knew dang on well he wasn't finna let me back out of that house to go nowhere with her. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, I got her out there. Like, I'm not finna have her standing out there. Like, at least let her come sit on the stairs. At least let her come sit in the house, and we can go in your sister's room, or we can stand outside, but I'm not finna have her standing outside. You know? So he, you know, we were going back and forth, and I'm just like, damn, we break up. That's the beside the point. Anyway, you know, we were going back and forth, So, me, I didn't know she was calling I'm gonna see if I can find, anyway, but she was calling, like, literally calling my phone and texting me. I did not see none of that, because me and him was having a conversation. Me and him was, you know, just spatting. So I did not see, like, her calling me, texting me, none of that. I didn't see none of that. So I'm like, okay. And you know, she decided. And let me tell you what she fucked up. You know, I understand I had her sitting outside and everything. She decided to barge in his house. That's where she made a mistake. She decided to barge in his house. And I'm sitting there like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that, bro? Like, you wouldn't want somebody to do that to your house. So why would you barge in his house? You know? So when he, you know, noticed that she barged in, he was like, get her out the house. You know, So his brother picked her ass up and put her out the house. Tried to help put her out the house. She going back and forth, So his mother came out of her room. Like, what is going on? This, that, the third. I'm trying to get out the room. His ass, big ass, blocking me so I can't come out the room. So I'm just like, bro, I need to tell her, you know, that I'm coming. I need to let her know that everything's okay so she won't be freaking out. You feel me? She going back and forth. I'm like, okay, whatever. But she was going back and forth with his mom. And I'm just like, yo, like, it was just too much going on. And so, you know, he decided to split out something that I told him that was crazy, which it was messed up, you know. he shouldn't have blurted that out, but he did. And she got mad. She was like, "Oh, that." You know, they decided to come back home. I'm like, yo. Everybody just need. I was just like, oh my god. Like I already like was having a. I was just ready to go. So you know, they eventually got her out of the house. So this is where everything came out to play. This is when I knew how shady and fake this bitch was. You feel me? Let me tell you. And like I said, I told her, I was like, it's my fault. Well, I'm gonna get to that. So when she decided to get home, cause his mom was nice enough to take her home. Cause we was in a group chat. They wanted to go on a little spring break trip when I had my baby. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. She get home. She decided to go into the group chat, do a group FaceTime, and tell everybody what happened. And I'm just like, where they do that at? She added her sister and her sister's boyfriend into the chat. I'm like, where they do that at? You feel me? I'm gonna see if I can find the screenshots of where she said it. Yeah, I know I can't really. I don't know how to put that like all the popular people be doing. I'm gonna find out later. But I'm just in my mind. I'm like, where the do they do that? Where do they do that shit at? Where do they do that at? Like, this is a conversation between me and you. This is a conversation between me and you and my boyfriend and whatever, who the else. And you decided to go on the group chat with a bunch of people that had nothing to do with it. With a bunch of people that had nothing to do with it. I could see if you wanted to get on the phone with me, your sister, my boyfriend, or whatever. But you went in a group chat full of our friends that had nothing to do with it and tell them what happened. And I'm just like, why would she do that? Because now you want to have them looking at me sideways. And if one of them come at me sideways, it's going to be an issue. Let's just put that out there. You know? So, okay. So that's where I'm just like, I was like, and I told my boyfriend, I was like, I know she in that group chat telling them what happened, telling them what was going on. And I was just like, I know she is. I know she in that group call telling them. So a friend of mine, well, he's not my friend, but a dude that I used to be cool with, that we was planning the trip with, we used to be cool, but we really, he decided to come and like, what happened? And I told him, like, you know, this, that, was the third. He was like, okay, well, he put us all in the call. But at first, see, I didn't want to get in the call because she was talking nonsense in that group chat. I was like, I'm not finna get in a group FaceTime. I'm not finna. It was with everybody that was on the spring break trip, whatever. It was with everybody, and I'm like, I'm not finna get in this call. I'm not finna talk about this in a group chat. If you ain't trying to have a one-on-one conversation with me and you feel me, with me and you, then I ain't joining. So I left the chat after I said that. They kept adding me in. I was like, stop adding me in this shit. She was like, they was like, girl, shut the da 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 da. I pull up da 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 da. Okay, pull up, baby. And see, the thing is, I'm pregnant, but baby, he got a sister, he got friends that live in the neighborhood that fuck with me. Baby, you don't want to do that. You don't want to make a mistake. And see, I'm not saying they was gonna jump her, they was gonna hurt her bad, but they not finna let you hit no pregnant girl either. They're not finna let a pregnant girl stress out over no bullshit either. So you want to pull up, you want to be dumb enough to pull up in a neighborhood full of folks that fuck with each other, that's going to be your mistake. So, pull up. She didn't pull up, okay? The boy dad, he added us in a group chat. I mean, not a group chat, but he added us in a group FaceTime. Me, her, him, you know. So we talked. And I'm like, yo, like, Didi, that's not her name, but, you know, that's the name I'm giving her. Like, yo, you did a lot of shady stuff to me. You know, like, this the building I'm in now, the house that I'm in now. before we moved in here, the people didn't do a good job of cleaning the bathtub. They didn't, you know. So you feel me? I ain't saying it's mold or nothing. It's just places where they didn't scrub around. You feel me? So, you know, me and my mom, she cleans it. She cleans it. You know, every once in a while when it starts to look messed up really bad, she cleans it, and then it looks good, baby. She decided to take a picture of it. See, I don't tell nobody business. I didn't tell nobody when she was in her little situation, when she was living places. I never took a picture of her situations. I never did none of that, because I was a friend. But she decided she wanted to be messy and take a picture and send it to a girl that she knew didn't like me. The girl didn't like me. They were friends. I didn't have a problem with the girl. The girl didn't like me because me and Didi was hanging out a lot and whatever. Don't care. My thing is, you sent a picture to a girl that you know don't like me. You don't know what that girl could have did with the picture. You don't know who she could have sent it to, what she could have did with it. None of that. So why would you do that? And another incident, you know, not even probably a few months later, while we was in school, she was messing with this boy I had a crush on. You know, but I had a crush on him before she knew about him, before she even went to that school. You know, but the crush started to die down once I learned information about him. I learned a lot of stuff about him that I did not find appealing. You know, granted, dudes where I live, they thoughts. You feel me? But what I learned about him and how he was treating females, I knew that if I ever decided to get some balls and talk to him, he was gonna get effed up, because he would have me messed up, because the way he maneuvered was effed up. But you know, so I told her, like, and then I told her, like, yo, I used to have a crush on this dude, because she was like, oh, this boy da da da, he cute da da da. I'm like, I know him. like I don't know him, but I know of him. You feel me? She was like, da da da. So I told her, like, yo, I used to have a crush on this dude, da da da. And it's so crazy, like I think it was like a day or like 2 days or however many days, not even a week, a few days later, she told me they start talking, they start messing with each other. I'm like, skirt, pump the mother and brakes, pump the and brakes, y'all. What? And see, it wasn't so much of me like feeling jealous that she got the opportunity to talk to him, because I knew the type of dude he was. I followed him, so I knew what kind of dude he was. He was a pretty boy. A pretty light-skinned boy with good hair who could dress. He was cute. You feel me? He was a pretty boy. You feel me? And not everybody finna lie on this one dude. Ain't nobody got time for that. You feel me? So it's like, I'm just like, okay. It's so funny how I told you I like this dude, and then y'all get together. Whatever. So, you know, that's when we was having a conversation. So I was like, my dude sitting next to me when we were having a conversation. So I'm like, yo, you know what? You say you're gonna pull up, right? Pull up. Took her like an hour to pull up. But it's funny because she pulled up with the dude we was on the phone with. And see, the thing, my problem with him is he moves like a female. I don't have a problem with him, but he knows how he moves. He not gay or nothing. He just moves how a female moves. Don't nobody really like him. Like, I feel like the people that he hang out with keep him around because he's messy. You know, that's not all I kept him around. I kept him around because I genuinely liked his company, and I really with him, and because he was messy, he was fun. But I feel like the people that he hang around don't like him because of his company. They like him because he's messy and he keeps the tea. And every time it's a fight around, he always either there, or he got a video and gonna post it, or he gonna record it. So, you know, whatever. So they was like, oh, they gonna pull up. Okay, cool. We got some folks. We not there to fight, but everybody know that if it's something go down, you feel me? He has a sister. My boyfriend can't hit her. I can't hit her. I can, but I'm pregnant and I don't want to fight. You feel me? So I'm so called his sister. Like, yo, cause she was being disrespectful to him. She was calling him a bitch, insecure, all of that. She was calling him by his name. Granted, he came back with it, but at the end of the day, she came at him wrong first. And then she busted in his house. So I can definitely understand why he called his sister, and I was 100% on that. Didn't care. Call me fake, call me whatever, but at the end of the day, that's not your house. You're not gonna bust in nobody's house. So let's just say, baby, she decided, to come up with the boy. We have a conversation. So the girl, his sister, she decided to ask her questions first, like, why you busting the house, da 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 da. She was acting like she didn't do shit wrong, whatever. The girl left her. She left her alone. His sister left her alone. Then it's time for us to talk. See, and my problem with this was, homeboy, that he could have walked away while we having a conversation. Cause I said 1-on-1. I ain't say 1-on-2. But I ain't say nothing because I'm like, I know why he there. I know he there to get the tea, get the gossip, whatever. Get the tea, get the gossip, cause whatever. So we having a conversation, and basically she was just like, I feel like you left me. My only problem was that you left me out there to talk to him. Da 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 da. And granted, let's say this wasn't my first time doing it to her. The first time really was my fault. Kinda, it was, because that's another story for another. Well, let's just say I got a flat tire. I had to bring the car over to his house. We ended up talking. We was going through things. Ended up talking. I ended up staying. She walked home. She ended up walking home. Nobody told her to do that. Told her I was gonna get her an Uber. She decided to walk a little fast. That's home anyway. Whatever. But then again, I shouldn't have started talking to him when I knew it was gonna lead to something. But then again, ain't nobody tell your ass to walk home, because I was going to come with you anyway. So let's just say, me and her, we talking. Bruh, my damn camera, the goddamn, somebody called me. My bad, my camera don't. Anyway, let's just say this. She, every time me and her was having a conversation, every time me and her was saying something to each other, she would look over to Thad and look for confirmation. Like, did I say that? Did you hear me? And my problem was like, why you keep looking over to him for confirmation? That was my problem, because like, this is a conversation between me and you. You feel me? Why is every time I ask you something, you looked at him for confirmation? Like, don't keep doing that. That was pissing me off. Like, don't do that, because this supposed to be a conversation with me and you. I ain't expect you to roll up by yourself, but I said a 1-on-1, and he's standing here looking like Goofy Goober. Like, what the, bro? So, you feel me? I left that alone. Eventually we was like, we can't be friends no more. It ain't no coming back. Because I told her everything. She kept trying to come at me about the light-skinned boy situation. And I just kept telling her, like, yo, I told you about me and him. And, this is why I also got mad about the little light-skinned boy situation. Because after I told her, like, yo, he a hoe. He gonna cheat on you. Like, he only wants you for one thing. She went back and told the damn boy what I said. You went back and told him what I said. Like, that was gonna affect him. But that was gonna make him mad. Like, that was gonna change how he is. Because I know. I didn't have to go to that school to know who he is. And he still ended up doing her wrong. And anyway. So, but my thing was, she went back to him and told. He said, oh, why, what she said, why she said it, whatever. She was like, oh, I think she's just jealous because you chose me first. Bitch, I'm not mad that he chose you first. Baby, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm trying to be a friend and look out for you. But you know what? That was my problem. Because it's like, I was trying to look out for you. Because before you even went to the school, before you even knew about him, I knew about him. I had a crush on him. I knew about him. I was slithering my little ways to find out about him. And when I found out, that's when I stopped liking him, because he was in her. He was a dog. Let's just say he had some other things going on. Not gonna put that boy business out, but yeah. So, we, went about our separate ways, whatever. And this is where it really got me. I got the messages right here. I still had her password to her spam. This is where I had a problem with her. Her and this girl, they was friends, but they stopped messing with each other. And we was in high school. They stopped messing with each other because I don't know what happened, but they almost got to fighting. But the girl ended up getting somebody else that she was friend with to fight Didi. Okay, let's just say that. So I'm like, okay, they're not friends no more. The girl didn't like me, didn't give a fuck, cause me and her wasn't really friends anyway. But see, the girl didn't like me because of what Didi was telling her. Oh, she was telling her that I guess I forgot what she was telling that girl, but that girl didn't like me. But she also told me why she didn't like me, because of stuff that Nala, because of the stuff Shawty was telling her. And I'm like, I still don't care, because she's telling you things about me don't mean nothing. Anyway, so eventually, they got back cool, which I think is the fuckiest ever, because if you get another female to fight me, bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. She was, and see, my crazy thing is, this is why I call her shiesty, because you was talking so much smack about that girl. You was talking about, oh, if I see her, I'm gonna fight her, da 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 da, the bitch ugly, da 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 da, she need to get her weed, da 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 da. She was just talking so much smack about this girl, and then I ended up getting back up cool. I understand when you're not cool with somebody, you talk about them, but you don't be at a party and be drinking and talking and I understand you drunk, but then y'all still talking after that. Y'all still cool, hang friends and all of that. I'm gonna say I'm sorry for getting you, for getting the female to fight you, or whatever the case, baby. We gonna say I'm sorry, and we gonna move on. You feel me? We was at a party. See, but the thing is, y'all got cool. Like, cool. Like how y'all was before everything happened. And I ain't like that. I ain't say nothing. But whatever. See, and then this my problem. She went to the girl and told her the business. And my thing is, you went to all these people, have all these people calling me fake and all of that. But like her best friend, me and her best friend was cool. We was all cool. But her, that's her best friend, so again, she gonna follow behind her best friend gonna follow behind her. You feel me? And so they, whatever. She told them what happened, and the best friend didn't like me before the incident, because of the thing that happened, the thing that transpired between my boyfriend and her. But you feel me? It's like, my thing is, don't stop with me because somebody else don't fuck with me. At the end of the day, I find that fake. Because that means that you didn't really fuck with me in the beginning. That means you was waiting for that person to not fuck with me so you couldn't fuck with me. That's how I look at it. Because I'm never going to stop fucking with somebody just because my friend don't fuck with you. I'm going to just keep y'all ass apart. And if you try to talk to me about that, and if you try to talk to me about my friend, skirt. If they try to talk to me about you, skirt. Y'all keep that away from me. If y'all ain't going to say it to each other's face, ain't no motherfucking messenger. If y'all ain't going to say it to each other's face, don't talk to me about it. Leave me alone. So, this is what she says to the girl. I'm not going to read it all, just keys of it. She told the girl, okay, let me sit down. And she told her that, my boyfriend's sister said she was going to spit on her. That the girl, see, that's the thing, they all knew each other because his sister went to the school. Spit on you for what? Call her. And this... This is I skipped something. She told the girl what happened, right? So, the girl that I'm going to call her... I forgot the girl name. She's call her Pride because she's gay. So, bi, I think. But she was like, I basically made the girl. This what Pride said. She said I basically made her Didi walk to my house, walk to my boyfriend's house, so I can get so we can screw and get beat up. Now, bitch, I wasn't getting beat up. My boyfriend don't hit me. Just because the people you deal with beat your ass don't mean that my boyfriend is. You feel me? And then she proceeded to say, I'm going to kick that baby out her stomach. And I'm gonna say this: if you know who you is, Diddy. I'm gonna call you Diddy because you no longer have a title to me, so I'm gonna call you by your name. Well, I'm gonna call you Diddy because I don't even know who you is. But you know who you is, sis. Let me tell you something. Tell her to come on, because at the end of the day, that will get you fucked, bitch. Don't do that. This is my first child. You feel me? Don't play with me. Because it's crazy how everybody talks a lot of smack behind motherfuckers' back, but can't never say nothing to nobody's face. Because when she was in my face, she ain't say nothing. And see, that's my problem. That's my problem. Because when she got around her best friend decided to come to her house and everything, then she got hyped. Oh, they was trying to jump me. Wasn't nobody trying to jump you. When y'all first walked up and saw everybody out there, it wasn't a lot of us, but it was a few of us, friends. And we even told you, like, ain't nobody finna jump you. I'm pregnant. I'm not finna jump you. And them niggas wasn't finna jump that. We already told you wasn't nobody finna jump y'all. But you see, and she did that to hype her best friend up. She wanted her best friend as hype as she was, so they can, so what the fuck ever. She said, I want to hit Kayla, but me and she said, yes, I want to hit Kayla, but me and Thad went back up there to talk to situation with Kayla, but she wanted to tell them I want to fight her. See, this how bitches get their friends hype. You tell them that ain't true. Because when did I tell them that you wanted to fight me? When did I see people hear when people cuckoo and got issues? They tell people stuff. They hear what they want to hear. That's how I used to be. I listen now, but they hear what they want to hear. Ain't nobody say that. Ain't nobody say that. Like, ain't nobody say that. You wanted to tell that girl that so she can get hype. So that that's what they get hype. Da 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 da. That Kayla need to sit down. Da da da. Spit on you, dumbass. Da da da. They was talking about some other personal that between that. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And a part of me is just like, my thing is we just stopped being friends. Granted, our friendship kind of died a while ago, but for some reason we both was holding on, knowing damn well it died. But we just clarified that we wasn't friends and that there was no friendship to be mended. And you was so quick to go and tell these people this shit. That's what bothered me. You were so quick to go and tell these people about shit that had nothing to fucking do with them. That's how I know you was fake for the jump. Cause me, I wouldn't have done that. Because I would have felt like, oh, our friend, not even that our friendship could be mended, but that we have a talk and we clear the air and then we go our separate ways. But you were so quick to tell people what happened. And it's like, that's how I know you was fake. Because wouldn't no real ass bitch do that? Females, and this is my thing, I'm gonna get some real shit. Females always want to claim they real until it's time to be real. That would have been some real shit. To keep this closed until we got everything, till we get out. Then you can go back and tell them. You feel me? But, you feel me? Like, you didn't. You didn't. As soon as it happened, you were so ready to tell everybody. And then you try to tell my boyfriend about some personal information that he already knew. I tell my boyfriend everything. My boyfriend tell me everything. So, you try to tell him some personal information that he already knew about. So you look dumb because he already knew about that. So, you feel me? So it's just funny how females just quick to switch that. See, and that's how I knew that's how I really, and I'm glad, and I'm gonna say this, I'm glad we not friends no more. Because I'm pretty sure this would have happened later in life. I'm glad sooner. I'm glad it happened sooner than later, because this really showed me why I really can't trust females. I only have one real ass female outside of my family. I only have one real ass female as a friend. And that's my best friend, my bitch since 3rd grade. That bitch would never switch up on me, and I would never switch up on her. Period. You feel me? And I'm so glad. Everybody told me to drop Diddy, but I never did, because I'm like, that's my friend. You know, she did some shit to me. Feel me? But that's just, I have a big heart. But now I motherfucking know enough to trust that bitch ever again. She will never be in my space ever again. And I'm glad God showed me. Girl, like I said, in the beginning, it was my fault. Because I shouldn't have brought her over there knowing they had issues. You feel me? I should have never left her out there. You feel me? But like I said, my boyfriend told me. He was like, the reason why Kayla couldn't come out, because I wasn't letting her out. I was blocking her path. You feel me? They claim it's dead. I hope it's really dead. You feel me? And the reason I'm telling this story, because like I said, I want to let y'all in. I want to let y'all in more on my life. So I decided to tell this story. And if they see this, they just see it. At the end of the day, it's YouTube. People tell story times, honey. You feel me? So yeah. But yeah, that's the end of this. Oh, that's the end of this video. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your uncles, tell your auntie, tell your cousins, tell your whole family about I okay. I think that's the end of this video.